Guys, this man right here doesn't even need an introduction. He has starred in some of my most favorite films, such as In the Army Now with Pauly Shore. He's been on some incredible TV shows, such as The Ben Stiller Show on MTV, The Andy Dick Show, if that doesn't give it away. He's also been on some of my most favorite podcasts in the entire world, such as The Joe Rogan Experience, The Marc Maron Show, and Dr. Drew's podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the one and only Andy Dick. Yay! Andy, thank you so much for being a guest on the Chris Canote Show. And guys, we also have special guest, Paris Dillon. Guys, Paris is an American comedian, actor. He is hilarious. Can't wait to talk to you, Paris. But Andy, I have to just say real quick, man, you look freaking fantastic. Please tell us what Andy Dick is doing to look so freaking great.
Walking, drinking this contraption has about 50 more than that, because those powders have 200 things just alone. I would say 300 to 500 ingredients. This is the $1 billion shake.
How long does it take you to make that shake, Andy?
Half an hour.
So you're like in your kitchen. I bet there's just shit everywhere, just cutting up fruits and powders and no?
It's his kitchen. I live in the back like a hobo transient slum guy. He's the slum lord. And I live in the back in a room, and I have a very tiny spot in the fridge. It's about this big. It's on the door. You know how the door has shelves? I have that weird little shelf there. And then I have a shelf on the outside of the fridge that has a bin about this big of powders and such.
Now, guys, I have to give a huge shout out to my boy Ryan Kendrick at Ryan Kendrick TV on YouTube, Instagram. Check him out. He is hilarious. Matter of fact, he was in a video with you, Andy, and it was fantastic. And I really have him to thank for this podcast. He connected me with you, Paris. And speaking of friendships, you and Andy, you guys have known each other for a long time, right? Because I've seen you guys do a lot of stuff together.
It feels like 30 years, but I'm not even 30 yet.
Are you serious?
Yeah, how old are you again?
I'm 18 to 25. Thanks for asking. Come on, there's casting directors that watch this thing.
The only thing with this, by the way, is that it turns your teeth. I'm getting my teeth whitened on Monday.
Nice. Yeah. So our dentist office opened up out there yet?
No, you can. Ours did. And you can go one at a time. I'm like, I realized it took me like till I got home to realize they don't. I'm like, where's everybody else? They said one at a time. And I'm like,
that's why.
And I'm like, oh, I guess they're not doing very well. I was so stupid because there were all these empty chairs of dental chairs. And I'm like, oh, I guess business really tanked. I wasn't even thinking they can only do one. And Andy had to do this thing, this machine temperature thing, and he pressed it to my forehead. And he said, sorry, we can touch each other because we live together.
We can't, actually.
No, actually, I never do touch you, ever. Or anybody. That was weird, too, so I did that. But we do live with, I live with him and his girl and another roommate who's a crypto.
Online money.
Never comes out of his fucking room. Can we say fucking on this?
You can say whatever the fuck you want. You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Wow, Chris.
The
nice.
fuck for you. So what I was going to say was, he said, Governor Newsom makes me do this. And I'm like, what are you doing? He didn't even say what it was. He just went up to my forehead. I'm like, I thought he was going to put in a chip or something. Government. He literally said, Governor Newsom is making me do this. I'm like, whoa!
What was it? What did he do?
Temperature for COVID.
You usually take yours anally.
I'm about to take yours with my finger.
Hey!
Oh my gosh. Speaking of COVID-19, like Andy, like what is quarantine life for Andy Dick?
Luckily, I'm with one of my best friends this school. I don't know how he feels, but I can see you, you know.
It's been real fun here at the compound. We've actually been following orders, following suit, whatever the governor, mayor.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me bring Anne. I have a girlfriend, and he wouldn't let me bring her for like the first month or two. Yeah. Nobody came over. And if I came out, it was like when I re-entered, it was like a hazmat team sprayed me down and quarantined me in my own room for an hour or two.
Mm-hmm. And that's just to calm them down a little bit. Then we had him in there.
Then they would dip me in a bleach type of bathtub with just a little bleach, enough to, still sting.
Yeah, it burns your skin. But
it burned my anus, to be honest.
That's how you know it's working.
Do you guys think this whole COVID thing has been blown out of proportion?
I do. But I
don't.
Okay. Okay, you go first then.
No. The secretary of the CDC president guy starts with a Fageli, his name with the F, the scientist guy that always comes up after
Fageli.
Well, whoever comes up after Trump, who's kind of like, actually, please don't do what our president just said. That guy, I believe him. I think he's trustworthy. I think he might be overdoing it because he needs to, because Americans were stupid. If we don't hear this thing, that we'll still always do less than what's said. So if he was just like, you're probably fine. Oh, you better believe no one's going to wear a mask.
Yeah, where I live, no one's wearing masks. It's really bizarre to me.
But where do you live?
I live in Missouri. Okay, guess where hey, Andy, I want you to guess where I live in Missouri. You're not going to believe this.
I can't think of any. This guy is Encyclopedia Brown. Do you already know?
I can guess.
Get one guess.
Well,
I make him guess things and I'll throw him like $1 or a handshake. We don't do handshakes.
The hardest capital in America to name is Missouri's. Did you know that, Chris?
Missouri's.
It's Missouri.
Missouri's
capital.
Which is what? Duluth. No. Tell me. What does it begin with?
A J.
Jenkins. John. Jasper.
I'm liking this.
Yeah.
Jansen.
5 syllables.
2 words. Juan. Is Juan one?
That's it. Juan, Missouri.
2 words.
One was
J.
The $2 bill.
Jefferson City.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding,
That is literally the hardest capital. No one can name the capital.
I
of
wouldn't have
Missouri.
been able to.
No one can. Even the ones that
There's my $2 bill.
Capital.
My $2 bill. Time for your.
Shut your mouth when you're talking.
Oh, okay.
There it is. There it is.
There you go. That's your namesake, Chris. Respect it.
I thought Andrew Junk
Jackson.
No, but listen. Okay, so you live in Jackson City.
No, he lives in St. Louis, Missouri. Is
so you probably live in St. Louis.
I live near St. Louis. I live in a small town. You're not going to believe this. It's called Branson, Missouri.
We were just in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah, I'm close to Kansas City as well.
In Kansas. What?
I'm just a few hours from Kansas City. I am in a town called Branson, Missouri.
Branson.
I was gonna let you guess, guys, but you were running out there.
You can't. You're talking so fucking much. Just tell us.
I just need to know if Andy Dick has ever heard of Branson, Missouri.
Of course, I've heard of Branson. I'm doing a show there from October to January this year, as soon as the band lives.
Every Tuesday at 9 a.m.
No. Do you know about Branson?
Yes, the senior citizen capital of the world.
Probably. No, but they have it. It's like the senior citizen Broadway of the U.S. They have theaters like Yakov Smirnoff, I think, has a theater there. Like people who really are getting old, like me. Hey, you know what? I'm getting a fucking theater there. Fuck yeah! You just came up with my next 10 years, buddy. I'm serious. It's really great. I hear. Is it?
It is. Actually, Yakov Smirnoff just called me 2 weeks ago. He's doing podcasts now.
Like senior thing, but it's a senior Broadway. They have all these theaters. It's like a mini, like as if Broadway opened in 1880. So it's a one-horse town, and then you go to the next theater. Oh, look, Yakov Smirnoff's performing, or Doris Day if she was
I have a
alive.
question. Do you think your community would like the Andy Dick brand?
No, yes. Okay, I don't even need to do. Actually, what do you think?
Absolutely, dude. Andy has got to have his own show here. Like you would kill it.
No. My own theater.
Oh yeah, do it
with the RE.
Can you send me, if people are listening in Branson, a real estate agent? Just go to andydick.com, scroll all the way down, and you can email me. And I am not kidding. I'm trying to leave LA because I don't need to be here. I really don't. And I love theater. That's how I started. And me and you could do stuff. You know, you could just fly. How far away is it to fly?
I mean,
it's like less than Vegas. What? That can't be right.
No, it's about 4 hours.
I went to driving immediately because I probably would drive. So how long to drive?
2-day drive for sure.
Because you have to go over like the Rockies and crap like that.
It's a 2-day drive.
Unless you go through Arizona, New Mexico, and then
I'm very excited. I forgot about Branson, and I'm not kidding. I'm looking at my my ex just moved into Desert City and moved in with her boyfriend who's about my age. I'm 54 and this guy is like 57. So he is eligible and they did it. Bought a mobile home in a 55 and over community. And they're far cheaper, drastically reduced in price. They bought a 2-bedroom mobile home, very nice from the 60s. It's so cool looking for like 12 grand. 12 grand.
I have a 3,000 square foot home and I bought it for $150,000.
Dude, I'm serious about this. Now, what's the climate like? I'm a real, like, LA spoiled. I've been here 30 years and I'm spoiled.
You get all 4 seasons.
Okay. I'm fine with that because I grew up in the Midwest. I'm fine with going back to that. Tell me more.
I work with all the theaters here in town. Actually, I do. I really do. If you're serious about it, I work with all the theaters in town. I do all their marketing.
Yeah. So maybe we should come out and do a show. We do a show. We've been doing a show for 10 years, this fool and I.
Tell me about that.
Why are you so sad?
I'm not.
He's so funny, and we can't talk about this project too much, but
Which project?
Yeah, only.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get to that. We have something in common.
No. Before let's talk more about the theater. So I'm talking about getting probably maybe smaller than Yakov's. Oh my God, it's Yakov and Dickoff. Yakov and Dickoff. There's a lot we could do.
I have a question.
But he's still alive, right? Yakov? Yeah, you said he called.
Yeah.
Is the only theater you've owned is the Black Box at iOS?
I've owned 5 different ones. Yeah, the Black Box, the one at the East Town.
Oh,
place,
that one.
The one on there was. We did shows there, where my friend a really bad thing happened, but we don't want to bring this south. It's too.
We want to bring it east to Missouri.
Yep, money is. I also hate him, but I love hanging with him. It's like living with a chipmunk.
Because I love nuts. Funny, Andy.
Oh, you love D's. You said nuts.
D's what?
Nuts.
Oh! Did you hear that?
You said you love nuts.
I know.
You were trying to be gay? You're so weird. God. You don't need to try. You look gay, act gay.
I have this thing. Gay. Help me figure it out, Andy. I have this thing. I notice you do a lot of like stories on Instagram and Facebook. I love your stories, by the way, because I never know what the hell's actually going on half the time, but I want to know more. So I think you're onto something, to be honest with you, because I'm like, oh my God, I just want to keep watching.
Give me an example, because I don't like what?
I don't know. Just like you just randomly like hold up your phone.
Did you see today?
I didn't see today's. No, tell me about it.
Well, I do this walk. You asked what I do to keep healthy. I literally walk probably 15,000 to 20,000 steps a day. And I just do this one thing. I go all the way downtown where my last gallery was. And then I can see you in the
thing. That was for Chris.
But anyways, then I walk back. And my girlfriend lives down there too. But lately I've been walking down there and not even telling her I'm there. Because she went COVID crazy.
Is she going to see this? When is this live, by the way? When does this interview come out?
It comes out this Wednesday, June 3rd, my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Ooh. How old are you?
I'm going to be 37.
Oh, great. That's still young.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
So how old you are.
You have your shit together.
I like to think so.
He's like my mom. I never knew how old my mom was. He won't tell me how old he is.
I'm an actor in LA. I've had friends cast on pilots, already cast. The guy's talking to a PA during the shoot. The PA's like, gosh, how old are you? And he's like, oh, I'm 34. But he was playing a 23-year-old. The PA told the director, not to be mean, but just like, hey, did you know Dan's 34? The director looked at him and then said action. And every movement he did, he's like, holy fuck, he's 34. As soon as you know someone's age, it's very difficult to separate that from who you think they should play. Anyway.
I like to just have talent right over any the fuck kind of age. I've never lied about my age, never will.
Yeah,
actually, that was my point earlier with the 55 and over community. I'm 54. I'm lying up. I'm going in and looking at things and saying, I am, I'm a senior, so.
He's exactly like me. We both lie about our age.
But I go up, he goes down. Now, they must have senior, no, but they're like mobile homes, a park. But anyways, we need to talk about the properties and whatnot.
Yeah. Andy, 54, again, man, you look phenomenal, man. You look so good.
No work or anything.
It's weird, I know. He should be dead, but I mean, at the right angle, I'm dead. He literally should be dead. Like, everyone
I died this year twice.
I brought him back to life one of those times. Literally. Did you see that article?
No. Tell me about this. This is fantastic.
Oh, you can see the video.
There's video of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
we had a show in New Orleans, and he got sucker punched really hard. And not just a sucker punch, like Mike Tyson.
The guy was trying to kill me. He did kill me.
He tried to kill him. And he went down.
I killed.
He was like this. I had to roll him over, get people away, first of all, make sure he was breathing, and then the ambulance. Anyway, that was the whole thing. And now look at him.
He looks great.
No, I got concussed 3 times this year.
God. That's crazy.
Nightmare. And I'm starting to see, and somebody actually told me, I don't want to say it, that they were trying to kill me. Oh, remember? A friend said, yeah, he's going to meet me in person and tell me what's going on.
Oh my God, it makes me kind of want to cry.
Wow.
But I'm like, just creep. The COVID thing almost practically saved me. You know why, though? Mostly is because of Cameo. I do this thing called Cameo. You go to Cameo, CAMEO.com. It's with C, yeah. And then you go, is it /Andy Dick? Or you can just look for me somehow. And then you buy these shout outs or whatever. Like I did one the other day where this girl's mom was diagnosed with cancer, and she said it didn't look good at all. It's in fact very bad. And can you just try, do one of your funny little cameos? Because I go above and beyond. Most people, they're like sports figures or a musician. They're like, hey, it's Brett Favre, or whatever his name is. It's Brett Favre. Happy birthday.
Favre.
Hey, it's Brett Favre. Happy birthday. Hey, right. There you go. Bye. And they leave.
20 seconds tops.
Mine go on for the lowest I go is like 2 or 3 minutes, but I go up to 15 minutes.
I'd say his average is like 9.
Yeah. And this one with this woman who had cancer, and I was doing it for her daughter, for her mom. I have to drag him in because they love it when this fool's in there, because he'll pick up a ukulele. Do you remember that one? And did you have a ukulele?
The cancer one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we did a song called You're gonna kick cancer's ass. And I went nuts because the woman's my age and I know she could fucking handle it, People don't know about that. That's the weird thing about today's climate is everybody's so afraid to upset other people. I don't have anything to lose. Well, here's my phrase about me. I don't give a shit and I have nothing to lose. Because I'm still really, just look at me, I'm doing your stupid fucking podcast.
Just kidding, we love it.
No, you're popular. You have more fucking friends than I do on Instagram. You do. You're doing great. But wait, what was I saying about that? So this girl, this woman, I always say, if I want to know, I tell people, email me. I tell them how like I did with you. And I got an email a little bit later a week or so later. I don't remember how long. And she said she went, first of all, she laughed her ass off, the mom. I haven't seen her laugh like that in years with the thing that we did. And then her cancer, I mean, they could be joking, but I doubt it.
They wouldn't do that.
Yeah. It's like going into remission and all this other stuff. And then the mom emailed me, and now we're talking. But isn't that nice? So that's one. So I go from like very hardcore, hard like that, cancer, people dying, to can you please talk to my friend whose girlfriend just broke up with him, or with my girlfriend whose boyfriend, she saw that there were so many of them, saw texts of I'm a master of clitoral. Like, really, it can get super fucking nasty, and I like those ones. Like right now I have one for a 61-year-old, but my demographic goes from like 18 to death. The 61-year-old wants me to do a really nasty, raunchy, perverted sex joke.
Does it ever give you anxiety when your phone's just blowing up? Like, how many cameos do you usually get in a day?
It's not that many. It's like, it can be 0. But one time for COVID, because the money went to COVID for one day, and I did 40. So that was wow. Like, I was pretty much sitting there all damn day, and I had to cut it down from 15 minutes. That's when I was doing them for like 5 minutes because I was exhausted. We're like very upbeat, high energy, and mostly it's me alone. But honestly, when this fool comes on, but then, like I taught him, he's like, how much I might get? I'm like, oh. It's true. You should be getting paid. I'm trying to pump him up, get people to love him so he can just start his own damn cameo, and I'll come on yours.
It's fun. We have a good time, and they're paying for it. So we want to like give them a little something, We're not Brett Favre, even though I love number 4.
What team is he on?
Well, he was on the Green Bay Packers, and then he got traded to the Minnesota Vikings in a controversial decision.
Why?
Because those two are rival teams.
That's such a trip
for his last season. Yeah.
So people just stop like following him or whatever? They just like, I'm done with him.
There was a little bit of Brett Favre jersey burning.
Oh my God!
But now they love him, and he can charge whatever he wants on Cameo for him to get a 20-second.
Yeah, so he charges, I think, like you'd have to look
500.
Yeah, like 500 for like he said, a 5-second thing. I'm at 99, but a bitch ain't one. Well, there is one. This one here, and then and I only get a portion of that, and then I go on forever. So it's really like seconds to the doll.
It's fun. It's like a TV show. It's literally a show. He puts on a show.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's like $1 a minute now that I'm fucking thinking about it.
Yeah, Andy, you do like 5-minute cameos. I've watched some, but they're fantastic.
That's like 10 at $1 is $100. That's bullshit. I'm cutting it. Oh my God.
Well, everybody who's watching right now, guys, go to cameo.com/Andy Dick, or just type in Andy Dick on Cameo. Honestly, isn't Cameo something that's what pisses me off? I look at things like Cameo and I'm like, why the hell did I think of that? It's such a simple idea, but it's so awesome.
Great idea.
And they were real glitched out in the beginning, and they constantly, as any internet company, I guess, does, they're constantly fixing it, making it better and better for everybody. For me, because there's like, I had to call them a lot in the beginning, like, this isn't loading, or what's going on, or did the whole thing shut down?
And what I love about yours, Andy, is that you're so genuine. You're not reading off a script half the time. You're like, you get the gist and you make it your own. Sometimes I've watched Gary Busey, and Busey's going like, hey, dear John, you're a. And it's just like, dude, it's obvious you're reading the script.
I love Gary Busey.
I do too, man. Busey's the shit.
But yeah, he's out of his mind. Remember he had that show like I'm with Busey? I was on they turned the last 2 episodes into a hour-long thing with me. They're like, let's see the 2 monsters together. Oh, it's very fucking funny too.
Oh, dude, that show is fucking awesome, dude. But we love Busey. So, okay, guys, a huge reason why I wanted you to be on the show, Andy and Paris, is because we kind of have something in common, besides Yakov Smirnoff. About 3.5 years ago.
We don't have that in common. Hang on a minute. I mean, Yakov is funny and he's a nice guy. You know, we're not like going down on him. I don't know him.
I thought you knew Yakov for some reason.
No, I probably ran into him. Maybe. No.
Okay.
We will when we get to Branson.
Yeah,
right.
Maybe we could do our show at his thing. I mean, I like him. I'm just saying I don't really know. But maybe we could start our show there and do like one weekend or one night only. Then we could stay with you.
And your girl.
Do it. We'll have a good time.
And then,
it might get wild.
No, I'm serious. Let's do that. And then we can go around and look at theaters that are possibly to buy. I'm fucking dead serious. So tell a realtor to start sending me.
Yeah. I do a lot of real estate stuff here too. So I'm seriously, I can get you connected if you're serious about that. So, okay. So again, huge reason why you have on the show here is we have something in common. About 3.5 years ago, I interviewed a man by the name of Joe Exotic, and it just blew up. And recently it blew up again. I totally stumbled upon Joe by a total accident on YouTube. And I thought, dude, who the hell wouldn't want to interview this dude? I mean, he's the gay gun-toting redneck with the mullet. I mean, it was amazing. And now fast forward 3.5 years later, this whole Netflix phenomenon thing blows up. And then I see trending on Reddit, and then these articles coming through. It's this beautiful photo of you, Andy, playing Joe Exotic. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, there is nobody else out there who is supposed to be playing Joe Exotic more than Andy Deck. Like, dude, this role was made for you.
Well, that's what I hate, first of all. So people were saying that to me. They're saying my friends, some of my boyfriends, some of my girlfriends, like really my girl, I almost always have one girlfriend and one boyfriend. They both hate me right now. But they were saying, and then my family was saying, did you see that Joe Exotic thing? And then I started watching it with you and your girl. And, you know, it was too much. I was falling asleep even. And basically people said, you are in real life Joe Exotic. Not that I could play him. They said, you know, you are him. I'm like, fuck you. But then I'm like, God, they're fucking right. I am that fucking crazy. And the only difference is I don't do meth. If I did meth, snorted it or whatever, smoked it, I'd be in jail or dead. Like, that's
probably dead
difference. Because I'm from the South, you know, like Texas and South Carolina, Georgia. I also lived up north and in the Midwest, but I was born in Lubbock, Texas, conceived there and born in Charleston, South Carolina. So I have that in my blood, the Southern thing. I'm not gay, by the way, but, you know, I have been known to chomp on snickerdoodle or toodle. What's your problem? You are so disgusted by anything gay.
No, that's
oh. And then people were saying, you should play him. And I'm like, shut up. The other thing about that is I'm like, if I'm going to play something, I really have to dig my teeth into it. Like Ben Stiller, when I first did, that was one of my big breakout shows, was the Ben Stiller show.
Oh my God, it was fantastic.
And it was all about characters, and they wanted me to play Woody Allen. And I'm like, I don't really do that. I don't play other people, and I can't. I'm not good at it. This is, well, you're doing it. There's 4 cast members. You're Woody Allen. I'm like, I'll try. And I went to the movies and watched Husbands and Wives. It was in the theater then, and I would record it and listen to it. And then I laid it on headphones and did it. And then finally, my doctor said, maybe, possibly, I could marry my daughter. Like, you know, kind of got it. And then when they put me in the makeup and the hair, I really nailed it a little bit. So I did, because I want to be an actor. And I'm like, I don't want to be Bill Hader doing, I don't know who's doing it out there. I don't want to be Bill Hader doing a Saturday Night Live sketch of Joe Exotic. I want to fucking nail it. And then, so we did it. We actually shot some shit. We should show him that.
Are you telling me that we're getting to see the first teaser on the Chris Canote Show?
Teaser, because we also have a whole thing that we can't show that's very elaborate. Because there's so during it, so we're writing it, but I came up with this concept that because I kept during filming, which we only did it in one fucking day. I was like, I kept saying, am I doing it? Am I landing? Am I doing it? You know, check that. And I wasn't sure if I was, and they're like, you're spot on. I'll tell you who's spot on. This guy. When you see this thing, so the teaser is mostly this fool. And then you'll see, man, it's really great. And it shows what we're doing, but it doesn't give you the secret other aspect to that. I had to change it to in the middle, not even in the middle of fucking shooting. We're doing it now. We're going back to edit a little bit more. I'm adding in a couple more things where I don't want to tell you what happens, but I'm going to tell you one thing that it becomes about me, what I said in the beginning about how fucking crazy I am and how I'm just as crazy as him. I just don't kill people. He didn't kill people, but Baskin did, or supposedly. But so this thing happens. It's like more of a script now, where you'll see.
I cannot wait. I know you guys can't talk a whole lot about it, but like when I was seeing this come through, these great articles, like the captions just had me dying. Like comic Andy Dick is a dead ringer for Joe Exotic as he dresses up as Tiger King for the new project. And what really had me laughing too is it said, where is it here, Paris? It said something like close up of Andy's face. Dude, your makeup was fantastic, dude, by the way. I mean, dude, just dead on.
We did everything he did. He like has a I think a tattoo, like when you put on mascara, he has it in the lid. So we did that, and then my baby blues were really popping, but he has a tattoo of it.
And it says Paris.
I'm turning into him. That's kind of it's gonna be fucking flippy. It's gonna turn people on their ears.
It says Paris dressed as recovered meth addict John Finley. I love that.
Recovered meth addict.
Oh, that just ties right the fuck into the fucking thing.
Check your phone.
Yeah. Can we pause for a second and I can get more of my shake?
Do it. Do it.
Excuse me.
Look. Dude, look at the freaking 6-pack. Is that like an 8-pack or a 12-pack? You look fantastic, man. Jeez.
Thank you.
Dude, not gonna lie, when Andy Dick did Dancing with the Stars, he looked like one of those bodybuilders on Venice Beach. It was weird.
Still does.
Like
he still does.
Hi. I went back to being twinsies with you because I'm feeling a little happier. Aren't you?
I'm so happy right now. My gosh.
What were we talking about before we ended? We were talking about the Joe Exotic thing, dude. Yeah, we are talking about your makeup. And, dude, okay.
Well, did you watch it? Okay, did you watch it?
So that's what we're doing. Here we go. I was waiting for you to get back. So here we go, guys. So we are watching this snippet for the first time on the Chris Canote Show. All right, I'm going to watch it right now. Here we go.
I just don't know where the world's going. I don't know what I'm going to do about it.
Yeah, I'm not a Hollywood guy or whatever. Is it? How do we do this? Do we just talk or?
Might want to cut your meth use in half.
Oh my gosh!
Really, when you see somebody, you see.
Oh my god!
Paris, I have to say, first of all, Andy, phenomenal. Man. Paris, I had no idea that was you playing John Finley, dude, until it took me a minute to realize, dude, you guys are awesome.
Me too. When he was on the set, I'm like, where's Paris? And he's right the fuck there.
Dude, what was a cool moment was we were out and about doing COVID 6 feet away, but someone recognized Andy, obviously. But we were with one of the cameraman producer guys. he recognized Andy.
Me.
He recognized the camera guy from that article, but had no idea who I was, which was awesome to feel that. That was so cool.
He transformed in it and landed the voice and everything. And I'm still doing my best, but I'm doing, you'll see, we fixed it in the writing. You're going to love it.
Do we know when this is?
It's an art film. It's an art film. It really is. It's an art film more about me going mad. For real. Because I was, and I still am. Like, I'm going mad during trying to get this thing done. And no, we don't know where it's going to go. We're going out. I've never been so meticulous in my life about a project, because I took about 5-7 years off from everything. And I told everybody I'm pretty much retired. I'm creeping up in my 50s. I'm done. Aren't you supposed to retire in your 50s? I was telling everybody. They didn't care.
You cannot be
done.
done.
Well, that shows you even more I should retire. And I got bored. I got poor and bored. Bad combo. So, I started hanging out with him again more, because he's still hungry and funny and wants to do stuff. And it's really him and the other people got me to do this thing. And I'm like, okay. And then now I'm like way into it. I'm like, okay, now hang on a minute. If we're really doing this, because I'll do things and just be like, okay, are you guys fine now? Can we be done with it and not really do it? But now I'm so excited about it that I'm being so meticulous that I was thinking, if we really are going to put this out there, it can't be half-assed. It can't be. I got to hit. I said this phrase just the other day. I said, do you see it? Why I'm so crazy? Because it's kind of like I'm going to pop back. I've got to hit this is my phrase. I've got to hit the racetrack running top speed, or you take that old fucking gray mare out back and shoot him in the head. Me. Jesus. Are you the one that's going to shoot? Like, really, it's done. This is either going to make it or break it, for real.
Andy.
So I'm stressing.
I am so happy you're doing this. And let me tell you something. When I saw this, dude, it brought back, oh my gosh, dude, I'm telling you, this is real, dude. Like, the joy in my heart, man. Like, dude, the Andy Dick Show got me through some of the hardest times, of my life when I was in high school. Seriously, I'm serious. Like, dude,
that's what I've been saying to people. I said, I have just as much passion for this thing we're doing now than I did back that 20 years ago.
Okay.
Because that was when I'm like, okay, I did my thing and I'm pretty much done. Is that okay, everybody? No, it's not okay. And so you're spot on with that.
Doesn't that feel good to have that fire just lit?
Yeah, and to know that to watch you, that makes me cry to watch you laugh.
Buddy. Dude, seriously, you're making me cry because Andy, I'm seriously, man, that Andy Dick Show, dude, like, I'm actually pissed because I can't find it anywhere, first of all. Okay, that shit needs to come out on pay-per-view DVD or something. I don't know how that works.
You can't because MTV back then, there was no DVDs yet. There was no real internet even. And then the internet was coming in to itself. And then and MTV had to deal with everybody on MTV that they got into a lot of trouble with to this day even, where they were allowed to use 37 seconds of any song that was ever on MTV, which is all of them. And so I was like, really? I was like a kid in a candy store. I was putting music everywhere. And then when DVDs came, I found out yesterday that they did it with Daria, but they had to go in and retake out all the music to put it on DVD. So if I'm going to put it on DVD, I'm the only one that cares, except people like you, because, man, that was my heart and soul, that show, and it was very hard. And I'm flashing back to it doing this because I'm like, I'm working so hard again, day and night, all, for a little. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to encourage you. I'm just saying this, since you got this fire going on you, man. Like, God, I just love seeing this. I would love to encourage you with the magic you've got going on with Paris, okay? It's 2020. We've got outlets like YouTube, like your daughter Meg, like I've talked to her before, like we've both subbed to each other's channels. She's killing it, by the way. She's awesome.
Yeah. She's in it. She's in this thing.
Oh, yes.
She played. All right.
No, just stop. Dylan, Paris is going. But hold up. I just want to encourage you with today's technology. Would it be possible to do like to do a Andy Dick Show Volume 2 YouTube. Yeah. Like I don't know.
Do it. That's the next thing we're doing it, and you can be involved in any way, shape, and form. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm doing that. So this got me going. Like wow. And then I'm like, oh, now I see why I really liked the Andy Dick Show. I'm like doing it because it would be like doing this, what we're doing here. But we, you know, like I'm putting so much effort into a tiny thing. This would just be one aspect of the Andy Dick Show, you see. And that's always fun because I'm very ADD, OCD, and all the other letters you can jumble together. And I just want to go from one to the next. And on the Andy Dick Show, you could. And then, like, you know, I kind of miss doing Bob Goodness and Fudge Pack. You know, so then we would bring him back when I feel like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And there's no reason you can't do it, dude. There's no reason.
Yeah, we're going to. And then now my thing is because of the market and the climate and all the new networks. Like I was driving in my car and they were talking on NPR. It was like a commercial for HBO Max. I'm like, what's that? Another fucking web platform for HBO. I'm like, oh, maybe we can go to them. Go to them today. Tomorrow, there's a new one. So, like, where do you go? Because my first thought was, let's go to Quibi. And all of a sudden, Quibi's got kind of tanking and weird stuff's happening. But I'm like, I still like them. I, you know, get crazy. And, you know, people still believe in me, and it's good. You know, like, I don't know where to take it. And so that's what I mean by being meticulous. We could go anywhere, but everywhere we go, well, not everywhere, but when we haven't gone anywhere yet, except don't mention the one place. There's one executive who's like, I don't know what they said, but I imagine them saying, no, he threw a beer bottle at me one day. Because that was something that did happen with this band. It's a famous band. I had already shot their video and everything. I was in it and the band wasn't there. And then when they saw it, they're like, why is Andy taking this? Because he threw a beer bottle at my back.
Oh my, they had to go in and
took me out. Yeah. It's a famous band too.
It'll happen like that. And it's been fun for me just being like on the front row seats watching him. Cause like he's saying, this is how he was back in the day, heyday, like, I mean, Andy Dick Show is like serious. He's doing like 2 to 5 characters per day for 10 weeks in a row. It's just like, so getting to see that, I'm learning like so much from this guy. Obviously, I mean, he's one of the greatest Hollywood icons out there, but it's like a new side of
22 weeks, by the way. We did 22 episodes.
There you go.
Andy Dick Show.
There you go. 22 weeks in a row.
I was dead by the end. So, and I was going through relationship shit where I'm like, I don't care about TV or anything anymore. What's going on with my love life is going crazy, and it always gets me the most. That's why I put that in our shit. Like that's what's gonna. This is gonna. Remember, I'm like, it's not a love movie about my character and your character. Might turn into.
Yeah, that's actually interesting.
I'm getting that other boy too.
Yeah,
he's married too. He's marrying two.
He's marrying
two.
Exclusive Joe Exotic.
Stuff. I cannot wait to see. First of all, here's some exclusive Joe Exotic shit. I actually, for the first time, I'm showing this right now. This is a screenshot of the last message that Joe Exotic sent to me, and it says, I don't know if you can see it. It says,
wait. He talks to you.
Yeah.
No, for real?
No, for real.
Jail.
No. This is from when I was interviewing him about 3.5 years ago.
Okay. Because I have something. I don't want to. We'll talk off the camera.
Yeah. But he says, I'm framing this.
Yeah, what did he say?
I'm framing this. It says, I need to pay you.
Stop getting your fingers on it.
I need to pay you to come run my studio and do your show from here. And
oh my God.
All I can think about is, what do you think would happen if I actually went up there and did my show from Joe's studio? What do you think he'd do to me?
You would have been some real tasty tiger meat.
Oh, no, Chris.
No. You would have had fun and made money and maybe dipped into a little bit of meth.
Right. And then he sends me all this weird shit. Did you guys get any of this?
Yeah. I saw that in the show. Yeah.
Wow.
It's so
you
weird.
are part of the most watched documentary of all time, Chris.
They're still hitting me up. I got an email yesterday. They want footage from my interview and shit for some new shit.
He's in the documentary.
No. Chris has got to interview Joe before
the
documentary.
So that you must be blowing up.
Yeah, it's been, and I didn't expect that because this was like so long ago.
He's got to be like this. Okay, I know what to do.
It's a phenomenon.
Yeah. So speaking of relationships, Andy, are you with men or women? Men or women these days?
I literally right now have one boyfriend and one girlfriend.
Okay.
And they both know about each other. I don't lie about it. That's the difference between me and Joe. There's a lot of differences, a lot of similarities. I get it. But the difference is I really like women. In fact, I'm more into women right now. And to be honest with you, I'm dating about 3 or 4 different women. And a lot of my exes have come back, which I always say to him and everyone, they always come back. I have one girl that broke my fucking motherfucking heart real bad, where I went into a tailspin, like tizzy for years. And she wouldn't talk to me, and I was in love with her. She I don't want to say that, but there were things like, well, like we could have had babies, let's just say that, like things were like, I thought, and it just wasn't what I thought. It was a 5-year relationship. Then she married somebody else, had 4 kids with him, never talked to me. And I just kind of slumped back in life and went, well, the one that got away, and I will never have that again. 20 years later, she came back. She's back. Wow. And she's still hot as fuck, dude. Because her husband turned out to be a bad guy. And she said that she never stopped loving me the whole 20 years, and that she was kind of like in a, bad, controlling relation 20 years. And, but now I'm kind of like, oh, and now you want to get with me.
About a year ago, actually, you did a fantastic interview on Dr. Drew's podcast. Again, dude, you look phenomenal. So I'm just going to assume, dude, you're sober right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
I can tell.
When I'm sober. And that's the other similarity between what we're doing with the Joe Exotic. We're calling it Tiger Dick. But the similarity between that and doing the Andy Dick Show, I was completely stone cold sober. And I was actually dating that girl I was just talking about. Isn't that weird? She's coming back right when my mood and spirits are coming back. And I think she recognized that. Like, people recognize it in my people that really, really know me know, oh, he must be sober because look at how he posts and all that. Because when there's just a very clear difference. And I'm still posting either way because I don't give a shit.
Very contrasting.
I can tell, man. You look.
He wouldn't let me back to live over here unless there was a 0 strike policy. You drunk, you fucked up, you get high, anything, you're out. Just get the fuck out.
Yeah, we've been through that before, and I know that no one wants that. He doesn't even want it, really.
No.
It's usually his environment or the relationship thing.
Yeah, usually the relationship.
That's the trigger for you.
Yeah, so now my new thing I'm trying and it's working is just honestly not investing everything into one person. I'm dating multiple people and I still fall into, wait, why are they not calling me? Or I thought we were going to hang out tonight or whatever. But I'm going to go over there then instead. And then they get mad. They really do. All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. And I just say, well, you said no, so I went over with Lauren.
Andy, we got more questions coming up, but first, a word from our sponsors over at 2oddballs Creative. That is 2oddballs.com. Guys, if you're needing a killer website, like mine, canotefilms.com, check out 2oddballs.com. These guys are my friends, and they're freaking awesome. They don't do just websites, though, either. They do graphic design, SEO. And as a matter of fact, if you go to 2oddballs.com/canotefilms, you're going to get 10% off your first purchase, okay? 2oddballs.com/canotefilms. Weird name, amazing results. Back to the show. Andy, do you ever do anything natural like CBD or anything like that?
Yeah, I do. In fact, I just thought today because one of my my boyfriends, the one that I he left something at my house. I have this loft in downtown. He told me, he's like, get my backpack because I have stuff in it that's important. I'm like, what? Tell me, because like what? And then he said a little tiny thing this big, because I went and looked for it to see if he was lying, of acid. Acid. It's weird. Right when I said it, the noise went off.
Sounded like acid.
Yeah, and that was a cameo. So I looked and I'm like, because he microdoses. Okay, so he microdoses acid mushroom very rarely, and literally the thing that I found was like this big. I'm like, this must be it. So I popped it in. No, I was just kidding. I don't want to. I'm afraid. I'm a little afraid. So I'm going to, in the future, I have a guy that I guess he sells it. Don't say his name. But he wants me to do it on camera, and I'm going, it's not acid, DMT.
Oh my gosh. I was going to ask you what you thought about DMT, because I got a crazy DMT story.
You can't have thoughts about it until you do it. And then I'll tell you.
So I have to tell you.
How about you?
So here's what I think about psychedelics. So like I'm anti. I have not, but here's
what you can't really.
Well, but I have a story though to share you, because someone I close to wants to take me on the journey, DMT trip, and for them, let me tell you something crazy. Here's what I think about it, because I have a lot of friends right now. I'm anti-benzodiazepine. I used to be. I don't want to go into it, but I used to be on benzos quite a bit, and that was really hard getting off that shit. But psychedelics I'm a little more open to, because the microdosing thing is huge. But I had a very close family member who could not get off of their Suboxone. They got down to the lowest dose.
Suboxone is what they give you in rehab when you're trying to get off heroin.
Yeah. And he did a DMT trip. He took 2 DMT trips. And after his second DMT trip, he swears he met God, whatever you want to describe it as. And I kid you not, when he came back, he was off his Suboxone, 100%. That's all it took. He couldn't get off it for years. And
Jesus,
you should do it with me.
I have been watching Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop on Netflix.
So gay. Like every corner I turn and you're there. It's like, who's the gay man?
I knew he'd love that. No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. Why are you saying it?
Well, because they have an episode, but I don't know what it is.
You saw it.
About. Well, yeah, I just sat down.
You're watching Goop.
My girl was watching it, so I sat down with the margarita and watched it. But anyway, no. I used to sell weed. That's like the most drugs I've done.
Oh, yeah, this guy used to be a drug dealer in college.
All right, the feds are. It's not statute of limitations. Like we're still within the
statute of what?
Limitations. Statute of limitations.
He's on this weird tick where he messes up only one word every 10,000, but it's a weird one and he can't say it. Really, what is it?
Statute of limitations.
Okay.
So it's like you. That's you. Like you don't want to. I mean, your middle name is that.
Mm-hmm. Talk to the judge on June 16th.
Did it get pushed?
No, I don't. No, I don't even know the date. So.
Just make sure you have someone with you if you do decide to do it. Just because that's what this person wants to do.
It's gonna be it's gonna be supervised. We should do it at the same time so we can have a show and on your show, and we'll talk about it
and get like Sherpas that help you through your journey that can carry your shit with you. It's like a shaman.
Like you don't have to hike anywhere. What do you?
Like you hike up to the tree fort or wherever you do it.
You know who really loves DMT? Talking about this shit, Joe Rogan. Actually, that's one that turned me on to him about this. Dude, Andy, you've been on Joe Rogan's show a few times, haven't you?
Well, we were on News Radio together, if you remember. That was also 20 years ago, and we were on that show for 5 years together. We spent every day together for 5 fucking years while we were filming, and we became very, very close. And I've been on his show a lot, but we have a rocky relationship. I think he has a rocky relationship with everybody that he has worked with in the way past, because back then I was already smoking pot and doing my thing, and he was straight edged and didn't like it and was not quiet about it. He would tell on me to network executives and be like, he's high right now. I'm like, and this is back in the day where it wasn't cool or legal by any means. And he really tried to fuck me over and fuck with me. And it did because I was high. And I'm like, oh my God, no, everybody's looking at me. And it's like, and now he's the fucking advocate for all drugs. Like DMT, I haven't even done it. I can't wait. I'm not even that. But you know what I mean? What a dichotomy, like hypocritical, but I still love him. And I'm glad he found pot. And I'm glad he if he does DMT that much, he must be a changed man, right?
You would think so.
Supposed to do it once, I thought, but you say he does it multiple times?
I know lots of people who do it more than they probably should.
Well, that's an addict.
Yeah. I've been looking at this picture. I thought it was a postcard that is a cartoon. And who's that?
That's Choka. He's like a world famous harp player.
Harp?
Harp. Yeah, he does. He's a musician.
And I thought it was a painting. It's an actual photograph.
Oh, wow.
That's Victor Ortiz, the champion boxer.
That's Victor?
Wow. That guy.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Victor.
That's
Where
awesome.
the fuck
It's
was
so
that?
vibrant.
I know.
It
It's a
look
real
like
picture. It's not one of those like effects. But where the fuck am I?
You were having one of the episodes.
Okay.
We
Andy,
call him little naps. He was napping for a couple years.
Andy, do you still have your art studio?
Thanks, Chris. Way to take the interview south.
Shit. We can skip that question if you want.
No, it's just a really bad. That was what threw me down this last time because, I mean, people know.
We could talk about it. He was setting up a real art gallery. Good intentions.
Well, it's like the
really
fourth one, yeah. And I had Shepard Fairey prints signed, and
it was really cool
in this show. And I was changing the shows over. Very small art gallery, very inexpensive for me to rent, and it was on Skid Row. It was on Skid Row.
Oh wow!
Which is on Los Angeles Street. Well, downtown LA is weird because you have Main Street, which is upper crusty fifi shishi, and then one block down is Los Angeles Street, Skid Row.
Just one block.
One block, just a set of buildings, and you're from 5-star to in the gutter.
The jewelry district, the fashion district, the arts. It's crazy. One block
really
away and you're in a different city.
Yeah. And I had a friend that had a gallery thing in the same building. It was a courtyard thing. And I don't know what you're talking.
Yeah.
So there was a tragedy in my gallery.
Okay. You know what? I think I do remember this now. Yeah, we don't need to talk about that. I was just curious though if you were still like pursuing any sort of
I'm starting a new one somewhere else. I don't know where.
Branson.
Yeah.
I'll get I can't wait to get off this podcast and me and you talk.
Okay, yeah. We're almost wrapped up. Yeah, no, we're almost wrapped up. Andy, your filmography.
Because I'm excited about coming out there.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. We'll hook
you know
up.
why? Because people think, the older folk, they're so dusty and they're decrepit and they talk like this and they're not funny. No, it's the exact motherfucking opposite. Because I'm now about to be 55 and I need, in this climate where you millennials, well, you think you are.
Mm.
You really are.
Mm-hmm.
You were the first year they turned into millennials.
And we'll be right back.
Well, and what I was going to say is that people in my generation, we are literally a dying generation because we're getting old, and it's very different from what's going on now. But we're still the same fucking person. You know, I grew up in the 70s, really. By 1975, I'm 10, off and running, and the world was my oyster, and I loved it. It was a different world. And I'm still that kid, but now I have to play by all these rules that are like, who's making up these rules? Young people, because they're running the world. And so a place like that's what I'm doing my own market research when people are asking me to do cameos and they're 50, 60, 70, like, please be like you were, please. There's nobody like that. And just be fucking nuts. And now we can do that in Branson because all those people, you think they're puddling around, scuffling around, you know, with walkers and with drinking coffee or gin or whatever. I mean, they might be doing that also, but they want to have some fucking fun.
Because they're going to die tomorrow. So it's like, let's live it up today.
Yeah.
I was just at Barry Williams' house. Do you know Barry Williams from the Brady Bunch?
Yes. Yeah. Wait. Which one was he? Greg?
Greg. Yeah.
Yeah. I love him.
Yeah.
Wait, he's in Branson?
Yes. Yeah. You wouldn't believe who lives here.
So I can't, let's talk about that. But Greg, what's his real name? Barry.
Barry Williams.
No, Barry? Wait, he was Greg.
He was Greg Brady.
Oh, yeah. I know the middle one. Yeah, I don't know Greg. Barry.
Great guy. Great guy. But he loves it here. And he actually had a show here.
He fucked Florence Henderson.
I've heard that.
The mom.
Yeah.
In the Brady Bunch.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of crazy shit behind the scenes on that show, man. But Andy, speaking of, your filmography list right now is
no. What about Barry? Tell us. What were you going to say?
I'm just saying the fact that he lives in Branson and he had his own theater in town. Well, not his own theater. I'm sorry. He had his own show running here for about 2 years.
Did he do
a residency in Branson?
It's gonna be a sunshine day. Everybody's happy.
Dude.
Sunshine day.
He did the whole Marcia skit and everything where they throw a football. It was.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Did they do the Brady Bunch songs? You gotta get that up.
Yeah, he did a bunch of music. Look it up. I bet there's still a promo on there on YouTube. Look up the Barry Williams show. It was called the Barry Williams Very Brady Show or something like that. Branson, Missouri. The promos are still up there. I filmed some stuff for them. Some promo material or something.
Everybody's happy. Sunshine day. Everybody's so happy to.
Andy, your filmography list, man, like right now, it is lit. Like I went over, you got like 7 projects right now that are like, and you're still currently filming and working on.
People do that, by the way. They really caught me. There's 2 windows of opportunity for people to get in there, snag me up and put me in their things. And one is where I'm just fucked up. Cause I'm like, sure, one time I really said, you get me a bottle of vodka, a bag of cocaine, I call it.
A hell of a drug.
If it's not this, I'm not doing your fucking movie. A metal lunchbox, Bionic Man, $6 million man lunchbox, and then you know what? Just put like 5 or 10 grand in, okay? All those things, and I'll be on your set. I'll work for like half a day, okay? Good, we got a deal. And I did that once, but I was like, I needed people to supply me with drugs and alcohol, and then a little cash on the side doesn't hurt. So that's one thing, and I do really bad projects that way. But then the other window of opportunity that does also close, because I won't do those shit projects when I'm like this. I won't do those. But the window of opportunity now is when I'm stone cold sober as a church mouse, full of energy, love, life, all that. And now I say no to things unless they're really, really good. So yeah, it's this mix. I don't know what projects you're talking. I don't look at my IMDb.
Yeah, what did you notice, Chris?
You've got one that stuck out that I actually want to see is called Tits Shingler.
That's the name of the project or the character?
No, it's the name of the movie. Do you not even remember this one? It's like in production right now, and it says you're in it.
What's his character?
So listen, it says local murderer removes breasts from victims and uses them to shingle his roof.
Oh, that sounds fucking fake. That sounds like somebody's making a joke. It's almost like anybody can go on and put something on.
It's right here. Tits Shingler. I want to see it.
I'm kind of jealous, but I shouldn't be. I'm in it. Hey, am I the shingler?
I don't know. It says you're in it, dude. Go.
Never heard of it, dude. I'm not kidding. I've never heard of it.
That's awesome. Well, I can't.
Who
wait
else
to
is
see it.
in it?
Dude, I don't know. I have to look here. Billy Hendrickson.
Lisa Kudrow.
Tuesday Cross, Brian Morrison. It's directed by Billy Hendrickson. Does that ring a bell?
Wow. But my bell is very hard to ring. It's muted even when I can barely hear it because I can't hear. My eyesight's going. And I, honest to God, have early onset Alzheimer's.
Oh, God, it is a tragedy over here.
Where's my thing? I gotta walk out of here.
I gave it to you 9 minutes ago.
I'm talking about my massage.
Yeah, then it gets weird like that.
Scrotal massage.
Then it takes a left turn.
Andy, where do you picture yourself in 15 years from now?
6 feet under.
15. Holy shit. What year is it? I was
Branson, bitch boy.
If we're doing this in 15 years.
We will be. We're going to be doing it by December. We're gonna have a New Year's show that's going to be beyond.
Oh, my God.
That's going to be the best.
Yeah,
that really will. I'm going
house.
to bring that fucking city back to life.
I'm serious, dude. I'm looking forward to that.
Me
If you're
too.
for real, buddy, let's talk
Because
about that shit.
I'm making a little fucking money that I can use as a little down payment on a small little theater, and then we can build. Only out there. I can't do that here. I can't do that here. I just shut down my gallery after my friend did what happened to him really bad. And so I have nothing, but that was only $700 a month. So, I need something like that.
Because it was Skid Row. Do you remember that part?
Yeah, and very small.
Yeah.
But we can do something small, and
For
then,
sure.
man, and I mean like now. Like the window is here.
Oh, yeah.
And then it'll turn into something more fun. And it'll grow. I always said, I would never go to Branson and be some old fuck with a fucking theater. Now I'm like all about it. It sounds fun to me. Look, this guy's there.
Branson is known for a destination place, so it's like they have.
It is?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I thought it really was for old people.
It is that timeshares, a lot of timeshares.
The demographics are changing though, Andy. Like seriously, like my demographic now, they're gonna want to come here to see the Andy Dick Show or whatever you want to put in the theater and get creative. I'm serious, man. Like,
I almost want to come on, start sending them while you're.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Or anything else you want to talk about?
just one last question. If I come over to your house right now, what would you fix me for dinner?
I know what he'd fix. He would run to our local market and
walk. I have a hernia.
He has a hernia.
I do.
He has 2 hernias.
No, the other one kind of went away.
Oh, congrats.
Thanks to your scrotal massage.
You're ready for Branson. All right. He would walk briskly to our local market. He would go into the meat section. He would grab a nice cut, maybe thick cut of grass-fed beef for you.
Grass-fed and finished.
Yeah, there's a thing called grass-fed and grass-finished.
Because a lot of times they're grass-fed in the beginning, and then they're like, okay, they're almost fat enough. Bring them back in the barn and feed them crap for the last few months of their lives. Did you know that?
The more you know. And then he'd come back and grab his cast iron skillet and cook you a damn good steak, Chris.
Real good. Mine, when I cook them for me, they're they're raw. They're just seared. And then pretty much all. And I'm doing this weird diet. Okay, you're gonna say
no, please.
No, I was gonna say this weird diet that's almost just beef. It's a real thing. Where this doctor's daughter tried everything for some ailment she had, and when she just got to just beef, it completely went away. So the doctor tried it, and but I cheat. I eat vegetables too, because just meat.
Carnivore diet.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
That's fascinating.
Because I do everything. I've done paleo. I've done keto. So now I'm doing a keto /
He's like a T-Rex, and he looks like one too in the morning. He's coming out. And everyone's scared of him.
What? But they are scared of me. He said the other day, I'm like, why is everybody weird and they're quiet when I'm editing or directing? They're like, because you're mean and you're scaring people.
I'm like the buffer between Andy and the rest of the world. Everyone, he doesn't know how many people come to me like, can you tell him? That's why Mike always is like, Paris, so you wanted this, right? So I get in trouble.
That makes me more mad. I'm like, tell me what I want.
That's the thing. He actually gets mad about it, but everyone else, because he's so passionate.
It's not mean. I'm not being mean. I'm just being like I am now.
Because he knows what he wants.
Who's there?
He's been doing it for 30 years, that kind of thing. So
glad you understand. That's why I need him as my buffer.
Yeah,
for real. I can't do the fucking Tiger King thing. I guarantee you would not be happening if he wasn't there. He has to talk me off ledges. There's other ledges to get talked off of. I'm just like want to die, and I sink into a major depression about many other things.
He's been sober for a while, but even the last couple months has been rough for him. It has nothing to do with drugs or alcohol. He's been sober for a long time, but the last couple months it's been hard just personally for him.
Oh yeah, because of situations that happened. Mm-hmm. But even just this week, personally, I just remember when I was like, I have to walk out of the editing room, and I know a little better how to manage myself and my craziness, and I do just walk out because I don't want to blow up. So I just walk out and leave until you come out and say, can you come back? Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. We finally found a groove. We're excited about our upcoming projects, and we can't wait to show
you. You can post that teaser. Today is the day we were waiting for. We have these guys that are bringing it to some very big people. I mean, it's like the biggest.
That's so exciting, and I'm so happy that you have someone like Paris right now next to you. Oh, sharing secrets.
Wait, listen to what he said.
So, yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm so excited for you guys, and I just think that's awesome that you have someone like Paris in your corner, and you guys have this synergy that's just amazing. And I'm so excited, Andy, to see that fire lit again, man. Please keep doing this shit.
I will.
The world needs you. And so, Andy, like I said, you have been interviewed by some of the greatest, Marc Maron, Joe Rogan, and now I can say you were on the Chris Canote Show. I hope it was a positive experience for you.
It was.
2 thumbs up, bro. You did great.
Thank you so much.
2 thumbs up your butt.
Wow, lucky Chris. Better ask his wife first.
One for her, one.
Hey, real quick, guys. Paris, Andy, drop your guys' social media, Instagram, all that stuff right now. Where can we find you guys? Start with Paris.
You could. My stuff is just at parisdillon.com. Paris like the city, Dylan like Bob Dylan.com. And
reach your hand into my frame again.
My
what's his name?
Chris.
Chris, reach your hand in over here, like just off camera. No, the other one. Reach it off camera.
It's like we're in Missouri.
It grew. Is that what it looks like to people?
I guess. That's weird.
No, because they only see one at a time.
I don't know how he edits.
I might, just for that part, I'll edit that just for fun.
You know what? That's what the show's going to be. Andrew Dick's World of Magic in Branson.
Let's do a magic show.
Oh my gosh. Yes, please.
Little kid. Yeah, dude. Magic, dude.
Okay,
whoa, what's that?
Magically
gosh.
Anyway.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being.
We love to interact with everyone like that enjoys the brand of Andy Dick, us together, my little projects.
Don't put yourself in with me anymore.
Well, he asked me first, so let me just. So I interact. I'd love to hear from you. ParisDylan.com. It's Paris Dylan Instagram.
You already said that.
I know, but he's gonna edit this, and all this is definitely out. He's not gonna put.
And mine's all just Andy Dick. Although, no,
not TikTok.
What is it? Well, I only have one.
The real one and only.
No,
Andy.
it's just the Andy.
I think it's the Andy.
But there's only one TikTok, so there's no point.
Thank you again so much, Andy, for entertaining us through the years and continuing to entertain us through the years. You're going to look back, and this whole pandemic 2020 shit, we're going to look back and say Joe Exotic and Andy Dick got us through this shit, and that is going down the history books, folks, for real.
I'm paired with him. Although I really like him, by the way, for the record, I love that guy and I want to talk with him because I don't want him to think I'm making fun of him. When I was watching the series, I'm like, I feel for him and I like him, which showed me I am like him. So, but buddy, when we're done here, can you call us? I want to talk to you about that stuff.
Absolutely.
About
awesome.
the theater.
Thanks for having us on, Chris.
You're great, man.
Appreciate it.
You're very, very good at what you do because when I watched them this morning, the other ones, I could see that you're doing what you're doing with us now, and that is like you let people talk.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
And we like your setup.
and your setup's beautiful. You're like, and I saw your other one that when it was called the Arcade, and he had an arcade. He didn't even fucking watch them. I did. When I had a coffee going up my butt, I do a coffee.
You'll have us on in a couple months for that conversation.
Yeah, but I was having coffee drip into my, percolate into my bum. Boom boom.
He's not lying.
And watching you with pinballs, and like he's got it kind of still going.
Yeah, there's a 1990.
I've got an arcade in my house, dude.
That's Space Jam.
It's actually Looney Tunes basketball, I think.
So Space Jam.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. No, dude, the 90s were the best, man. That's why I love you so much, Andy. And, dude, bring the 90s back. Bring back the Andy Dick Show. Bring back Joe Exotic. Gosh, I just love seeing this fire. But thank you so much again, guys, for being a guest on the show.
Thanks, buddy.
Guys, Andy freaking Dick, Paris Dillon, two amazing guys, hilarious. And how cool was that we got to see their Tiger King teaser for the first time on the Chris Canote Show? That is freaking amazing. I cannot wait to see it. But what I want to know, guys, is what would you ask Andy Dick? What did I fail to ask Andy that you would love to ask him? Because I'm going to invite Andy back on the show in the near future. And this time we're going to ask questions from the fans. Okay, so I want you to comment below, what would you ask Andy Dick? I want you to hit that like button, that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that little notification button. Because when you do that, anytime a new episode pops up, you get notified. And you can watch some more great content on the Chris Canote Show. Guys, until then, I'm Chris Canote. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.